You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thank you, Marshall. Passive income gives you free time. Now, in my previous one, I talked about just being an entrepreneur gives you free time, but that's really the beginning of giving you free time to do the things you want to do, right? That's just the beginning, because even as an entrepreneur, you still got to take up time. You still providing services. You still got to work in this store. If you really want to free up your time, you develop income producing assets that you don't have to be there for, right? That's the key. That's passive income. Basically, passive income is any income you don't have to work for. Like a very common passive income for many people is owning some property, rental property. Because what they don't really have to do much. You know, once they prepare the place, they just collect the money. Especially if they use a management company. Like somebody smart. If they use, instead of like taking care of stuff themselves, which they can save money, but paying a little bit of money to somebody else, you can run your business. You can just collect the money, and you got a management company that take care of everything. You know, all you have to do is just make sure they probably have money for emergency or something. But that's passive income. You know, another way passive income, a laundromat. I remember when my washer dryer had some issues, I had to go to a laundromat. You know, basically there was one guy in there. You know, I think he could have been in the bag taking a nap most of the time. And there were times I had to go there and I didn't notice him there. He come walking in. You get a lot of laundromats, they don't have anybody there. You know? They might have somebody who come in and just grab some money and stuff and go. Shoot, you'll find it's actually a good money laundering thing. You know, but you don't have to do much for it. Parking lot. If you can find some space somewhere, pave it over, paint some lines in it, put like a little booth there, that's passive income. You know, you have one person there just to watch the cars and everything, make sure they don't get stolen or somebody break into them. You can pay them minimum wage and shoot, you just collect the money. That's passive income. You know, many people who are wealthy, they might invest in stocks and bonds. You know, you have plenty of like dividend paying bond stocks out there. That's something I might look into in a bit. They actually pay monthly. I found a site that they actually pay monthly. You know, and it ain't that much. You ain't talking like a lot of money. But if you got enough stock, I mean, still a little bit. It depends on the stock. Really, one thing to make money with stock, you got to have a lot of it. Don't think you're going to have just 1,000 shares or something going to make money. You might make some chump change or something, depending on what type of dividend, but, you know, get some gas money. But that's how a lot of people, they'll invest in that. They'll invest in stocks. Got the stocks not stocks, bonds, I'm sorry. You know, bonds, and that depends on the interest rate. You know, a lot of people might just sit and hold on them, right? But that's passive income. What I do, you know, when I do these videos, this is actually passive income. Because once I do the video, once I upload it, I don't have to do anything else with it. I can just sit there now, you know, if they monetized, any type of monetized like social media, you just collect the money from it. Also, one of my favorite, the core of what I do, is just writing a book or having some ebooks. That's actually passive income for me. All I do is collect the money. Literally. I literally just collect the money from it. All right? Now, see, all of this stuff is coming in. If I do have to do just a little bit of stuff, but think about, you know, from my point of view, all I had to do was just talk stuff off the top of my head, which is actually how I plan most of my stuff. It's very rare I have like a whole outline or something to talk about. But it's passive income. I don't have to do anything. You know, I could stop doing videos tomorrow, right? I could stop doing videos and I'll still make money off of these videos. No telling how long, you know, probably for months or something. but that's passive income. I don't have to do anything. All right, that's the best type. I mean, it's different ways. Rental property. I mean, that's the rental property thing. That's the most common thing. I mean, like I said, as long as you might have to do a little bit of work, but then you can hire a management company. They just get a little cut of the rent. Now, I remember when my grandmother, she had a little management company for a while, right? And they just got a cut of the rent, and it's a very small cut. But that's past, she ain't had to do anything, And that's actually, if I get into like, I don't want to rent houses to like people and stuff. Probably be more interested in having like some commercial real estate. But I would probably just have a company run it, or even set up a company and have somebody else manage it or something. Because the thing with passive income, regardless of what you do, it gives you free time. I want y'all to think about that. It gives you free time. I've had many people actually say, Rom, how come you haven't done hangouts or something yet? That's because I got to be a certain place at a certain time. Oh, okay. I got my ancestors with me. Wait. That's something different. I thought it was one of my bird ancestors out here. There's a big old fat bird outside on my patio. Looks like a Baltimore Oreo. They ain't one of them. I'm sorry about that. I'm just looking at, damn, that's a eating motherfucker. Good God. They say early bird catches the worm. That dude catching a lot of stuff. Good God. Shoot. Sorry about that. But, no, the thing about passive income, the beauty of it is it gives you time to do other stuff. You don't have to think about the money. And that's the key. The most valuable thing is time. When you want to make money, you have time. That's what the wealthy have. They have time. I remember I said I did one time, I had to have some work done on my car, and I had a comment. It was like, well, why'd you just do it yourself and all of that? It would take time. It'd be quicker just to take it to Jiffy Lube or something. I got 15 minutes now instead of spending a couple hours and then gotta, get some ramps, drive it up on the ramp and do all this stuff, which would take a few hours. Shit. Take it to Jiffy Lube. I had to do that. Actually, I had a small light that needed to be put in, right? And it was, like I said, I could have easily did it myself. Easily. But it would have still took time because I would have had to buy a certain type of equipment. There was a lot of little stuff just the way it was in there. I would have the screws and everything. And I'm like, okay. By the time I buy the stuff, get everything, take the time to be there, especially on a rainy day, I could have, instead of like 2 hours or something, 15 minutes. And when I say 2 hours, I mean I got to go to the store, buy it, all that stuff, make sure the weather's right, all that. But, and some people have said that. I've heard some people who are making money say that. It's the time. It's like you're not paying, like, yeah, you could do it yourself if you have to, and I have. Done plenty of works on cars because I had to. Well, if you got money and somebody can get it done quicker, or you could do something else. See, now I would have last time I had to have work done on the car, shoot, I was on my social media sites, like uploading and checking comments and everything. So it's like they actually, if you have time, that gives you more time to do something else. Now, instead of spending time working on the car, I was able to do stuff that promotes me making more money, that actually increases my passive income. Now, see how that works? Most people can't really get rich or really do anything. They don't have time. It's easy to say, write a book. It's easy to say, look in the stock. It's easy to say all this stuff. Or, look at rental properties. You need time to do it. You don't feel like you're looking around at a bunch of you tired and stuff from work. You might want as much as you want, and you don't have a lot of time, or you got to take up time or do all this stuff. Now, yeah, you're going to have to take up time to do it if you got a job. But like I said, it takes time. But once you got it, and shoot, as you make more money from it, shoot, you get to the point, you want to get your passive income to the point you don't have to work. Then you can really look into things to make money. So look into it. Any type of passive income. It could be writing books, getting property, owning something and renting it out. Whatever. You want to look into all of that. All right. And trust me, it works. So anyway, right. That's it for today. Let's go make that money.